Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
First down, Mariota. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I can't believe they let you play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Dez Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Hey, watch that.
Regular. You ain't got nothing.
Hey, switch gears.
56. Hey, Delta.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Here it comes.
Allen now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 4.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Five.
Mike 5-4.
Half.
Hey, watch that. Check.
From the gun, it's Allen. And able to find Kirk complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They'll run with Michelle. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
What we got?
Half. Hey, Steve 6.
37's the Mike. Mike 37. Coming this way. Here we go. Check 52. You go tight. You got tight.
Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Go! First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check. Lucky.
From the gun, they run with Michelle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, alert! 54, Mike, 54. Here we go, team. Here I come. Alert! Check 4. Motion, pop.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree. Jackson.
These guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then you got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Watch safety creep. Alert. Kill.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On the ground, this is Michelle. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Bravo.
Mark 55. Mark 55.
Here's Allen. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
55, Mark, 55.
Hey, wahoo!
Check right. Watch 55. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field. Go.
To the air, Allen. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Middle.
Mark 54.
Hey, Zoo.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's out to his running back, Michelle. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Mike.
You ain't doing nothing today. You out. Stop. What's up?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Mariota hands to Henry. He's got a first down and more past the 30. Derrick Henry all alone, pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
And finally down at the 9-yard line. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have step and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Titans have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point up and good by Suckup, and that makes the score 14-7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Check 55 to Mike.
I smell fear in that offense. Middle.
Mike 55.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Alert!
54.
Now Allen throwing again. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. Allen now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Regular. Hey, Foxtrot.
Watch the run. Check. Fresno. Check.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen escaping the pressure right. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Mike 54. Your track. What?
And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Coming to you. Check. Smooth.
Now Allen. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jeffrey Simmons drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Hey, get, alert! Undercrush. That's him.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Let's go, D.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Hey, Wood. Mike 5-4. Alert. Defense wins championships, baby. Check nickel. Check 13. Check 9. Here we go.
From the gun, Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Andy Isabella was the intended target. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Calais Campbell on the stop. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mariota. Complete to Bryant. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba able to record his 5th sack of the season. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Out of the gun, this is Howard. So that one will get them halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Play fake. Mariota. And this is going to be caught by Sharp for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The run there on first down, going to get them 5 up to the 30. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
All 52.
Check 26, check 26. He's checking. Crash.
Throwing now is Allen. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Urban.
5 wide.
54.
Pass 85.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Look out.
Allen now from the gun. He'll throw. And it's caught by Herndon. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals. Allen now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Hey, tight.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mike 5-4. Blue Dan.
Go.
Watch out. Check.
Operating from the gun. Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
55. Strip that ball. Wide. Get wide.
56.
55, my God, 55.
Y'all not ready. Hey, high 7.
Here's Allen to throw it. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Allen now looks to throw. He finds Robinson. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Hey, me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the 17, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. And Isabella with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's got room.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
That's going to be a long game. Deuce. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And here's Allen. Going to throw again. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Back to you.
Alert!
Mike. Hey, watch the sled.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. This is caught by Robinson. Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Open man is Kirk, complete. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Allen going to throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
A gain of 10 yards. That's a Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
C6.
Allen now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Watch 54. Coming. Mike's 54.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Derrick Henry fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. You know, I was going to ask if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Running from the gun with Howard. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
First down, Titans.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off.
First down, Tennessee.
Switch up, switch up. That's it.